Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Let me know if the sounds might. I broke the. I got to get some super glue and glue this back on. Anyway, I'll go back over. But let me know if the sound is okay. Microphone's right here. Should be okay. Hey, good morning, Robbie, Logan, Jamie. Yeah, I'm late. I went over and we ate breakfast. Seems like we're eating breakfast about 8. They're coming from the villa over here, and then we just go right across the koi pond here, and we're there. Sounds good. Okay, cool. Hey, Big Daddy, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Good. Yeah, it says that same microphone. Uh, in fact, Bear did a number and decided he grabbed it out of my bag and ate it. But it still works. I'll get another one. But I have two of these microphones, so. Hey James, how you doing? Glad you could make it. I was editing and did a part one of getting over here to Ko Chang. Um, it almost done it, but I got a bunch of I think decent um, to very good drone. This is that this is that Mini 4 Pro. Unbelievable, man. Just the only thing is it got a little bit windy, but it did okay. They're a little bit on the expensive side, but for what you get, I think. I mean, I've got it in a hard case. If I'm traveling in a car where I've got room, I'll put it in the hard case. That way, it won't get damaged in any way. And I've also got the soft case that it came with, and the 3 batteries and all that. You could fly it for shit an hour and a half or something. Way more than I get tired. I only went through a little bit over half of one battery. So, Luca, how you doing? I can't see very well. I don't know if you've been here before, but welcome. I think it's Spanish. I can't see. Somebody can let me know. Um, Everybody's saying hi to each other. So yeah. So in fact, I was thinking about Robbie the other day. It was most of the stuff here. We went out and about into macro yesterday, and the internet. I might lose it. If I lose it, I'll probably end the stream, and maybe I'll do another one on Wednesday, just to let you know, because this is on the Serenity's um, Wi-Fi, so it's showing me that it's not up here, that it's not very good. But yeah, and I guess they said we got kids were throwing a little bit of water, but not many. But I said, God, it's not really that. They're not really going crazy. And I guess the people said at nighttime uh, they uh, they step it up. A lot of people on the island. When we were coming back from Macro, we went over about 10:30, and there wasn't really that long of a line to get off the island. We spent maybe an hour and a half over there by the time we went in and shopping and all that stuff. And the line was 3 miles long, single filed, but really, really long. So we're thinking about on Saturday, we'll eat breakfast again early at 8 o'clock and try to get over there by 9 o'clock and get across. So I don't know where are you anyway, Robbie? I was talking to you. Sorry, I didn't let you know. I was just wondering where you guys were at. Did you go somewhere or did you just stay? That's in Patea, yeah. I don't know, man. Again, it's another thing where people are gonna bump into you and especially try to get you wet. I only got to experience I've been here almost 6 years now, and I only really got to experience the first one when I got here on Kamala and got soaked by like a 5 gallon bucket on the scooter. Didn't even realize what was going on because you got to remember when I came here, I was pretty naive to everything in Thailand. So I heard the word Sokran, but um, never really thought about it much. And then once I got soaked, and then I stayed in my house for the next 2 or 3 days. Went to Big C and packed up. I just not into it. It looks like fun. but I don't know. And then I'm also now worried about God knows where there's water that they're shooting out of their guns and throwing on you. I mean, it gets my legs still. It looks kind of nasty, but it actually when you see it in person, it's healing quite well. I think it's not building up a lot of heat. I don't think any infection. They got me on heavy antibiotics, and I wash it with antibacterial soap. Take a shower twice a day. Put the silver nitrate, whatever the hell it is, cream on it. The hand's pretty much done. All the it's peeled and everything. It's a little sensitive skin, but not bad. I had lucky, man. I could have poured that down the front of me, and I'd have really been really been in trouble. Um, I'd be doing a live stream on Soy 6 on the 18th. On the 18th. When is it? When is it going to end? 20th or no? That would be like what? It's supposed to start on 12, right? So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That would be like the last day, right? I'm hoping because we're leaving on the 20th. So I'm hoping people will be off the island, gone on Saturday. Well, actually, they'll be coming this way on Friday and Saturday. So hopefully, and the traffic, like I said, got lucky on that too. I don't know. It took us like normal time. I would say the biggest holdup was a real long line getting onto the ferry, where normally maybe it'd take you a half hour, took three times, an hour and a half. But driving wise, traffic wasn't bad at all. A lot of crazy people, pulling out on turns and stuff, stupid stuff. I might have done it once or twice, but it. It wasn't horrible. No bumper to bumper stuff. A couple spots were a little bit slow, but only for maybe like a quarter mile. So it wasn't bad. Socran sounds like fun once or twice. Yeah, I think same thing, Logan. Um, it it was something to see. Like Robbie put out videos and people putting out a lot of videos on it. I think Joe, Foreigner Joe and Gift put out one. I think no, Chuck hasn't got. He's behind a little bit. But I know Joe and Gift did it because I was really surprised at the amount of people in Pachuap, right by Joe. It was the place where he was at. I'm going, I wonder if he went into Hua Hin or Hua Hin or however you say it. If he went in there or not, but it was his area right there. A lot of people, and it looked like they were having a bunch of fun. Hey Jay, how you doing? Hey Brock, how are you? Morning. Uh, I'm not talking to you. You're not talking to me. Oh, that's right. You're not. Um, I want to do that too. I think once we get back home, I'm going to start sending because Brock's at home. Mainly when he comes here, he's on vacation. But get back a little bit at least. Mitch, I know, wants to come on. I'm sure Brock will. Mark, when he's here. Brock, when he's home. And get the panel, 2, 3 people, and different questions and have a little bit of fun with that. Plus, it's easier on me to have other people rapping too. And if Robbie wants to come on, anybody that I know that wants to come on can come on. Um, like I said, you have to. If I don't know you or whatever, then we have to know each other for a while before I do it because there's people that want to do stupid things and get your channel taken down. But then van life for a few months in the U.S. Okay, I missed some. Oh, you're leaving on the 29th. Sorry, I can't see the screen. I'm used to the big screen now behind. I got spoiled. Um, all right, and then you're coming. How long are you staying? For a few months, and then I think after that you're going to start trying to stay more time here, right? Did you get say hello? Did you get? They're all having a good time. It's fun. They're excited. 9 of us here. So uh, did they? What was I going to say? Did you get rid of the band? Because I know that you said that Meow and Jim might be interested. I'm going to grab a Coke out of here. Get something to drink. I have one here, but it's not cold. And it's Coke Zero. Um, and I think I don't know. I think you were talking about trying to spend or going to spend more time here. Um, so I did do a little bit of editing. I forgot my mouse, which makes it a pain in the ass. But we're going to go back up over the hill. We bought some the two boys that actually took the place of my one uncle um, that came. I'm going to guess. I'll have to ask my wife when she comes out. I'm going to say right around 15, 16. They're having a ball, but they have nothing. They come from Ubon, right? They live actually with I think with grandma and grandpa, with my aunt and uncle, or my wife's aunt, or my aunt and uncle, and they don't have many clothes. So I guess they were. There's one other brother that they see every once in a while, and he was causing a little bit of problems. These two boys, I guess, are pretty stand up, going to school. The oldest one doesn't want to do anything. So, but anyway, we went out and we spent 2,000 baht and bought. They had like I was wondering if their suitcase was just a regular, um, simple plastic bag that maybe held a pair of shorts, a pair of pants, and one maybe two shirts. And the youngest, I think, didn't have anything hardly at all. And so we stopped on the way back from Macro and bought them each maybe three or four shirts and two shorts and then each a Kochang shirt, so maybe four shirts. Anyway, we bought them some clothes. What we did was there was two bags, I guess, sitting on the table. The place it was, we stopped on a little roadside deal, and we left the two pair of shorts. We had bought two pair at another place, and left. My wife left the bag there, so we're gonna go back and grab that. Plus, I want to get some. I bought like pasta and pasta sauce and hamburger, ham uh, to make sandwiches. Excuse me, stuff. But I forgot Parmesan cheese and a couple of things. So get that. But I know it's going to go by fast. It's already Monday. We're leaving on Saturday. Kind of sucks, but my father-in-law went out and threw the net, caught a couple of fish, but he caught like four, and they're just the body wise, four crab, a lot of crab right out in front of Serenity, I guess here. So he's all excited. He had breakfast. He's strutting around with his hat on. He's pretty cool, but he's having a good time. They all are. Kids are too. They would have never. The uncle, when he found out that he wanted to work and make money, which I understand, said, "Can my two grandkids go? I'd like them to um, be able to experience, something like that." And Steve here is a great guy. I said, I got a little bit of a problem. Let me know. I got one extra breakfast that no problem paying for, but the uncle and one of the two. He said, no, no, don't worry about it. So I said, just let me know the extra electricity, electric. No, no, no. So good people here. If you get a chance, like I said, the biggest thing, it's not a white sandy beach. It's rocky. But the kids went out last night when I was flying the drone. My wife, my mother-in-law, and I think the youngest, Shushu, were on one canoe, and then Sim and was on another one, and then the two boys were on another one. So I put the drone up and followed them around a little bit. I'll have to go through that. I didn't put any footage in part one. Maybe I'll re-edit it. I just wanted to get it downloaded onto the computer, which it did while I was eating breakfast. But hey, Jack, how you doing? But yeah, so we'll see. So my wife had bought 2 kilo on when she gets here. She goes on Facebook and starts hitting up all these people that sell and deliver seafood. So she had 2 kilos of crab. She bought yesterday, which it was 200 baht a kilo, which I thought was a really good price. They were a little bit smaller, the smaller crabs, but um, they're going to have again tonight, I guess. So she asked me if I wanted some crab, and I said, sure, I'll try a little bit. Maybe I'll have a little pasta, a little crab. I bought stuff for salad and stuff like that. So. And I didn't see, Robbie didn't answer me, but I think that, well, if he's going back for a few months, for van life, Jim and Meow must have maybe decided to get something else. Ah, God, that's good and cold. But yeah, I think we'll do that maybe that first Monday when I'm back. I'll put up the link in there, and then people can come on again. And it was kind of fun. I kind of miss that, getting everybody on there every once in a while. Chuck would jump in, or Joe, or it was a good time. We had a lot of fun doing that. And I know Mitch had sent me something, and I think he wanted to video FaceTime whatever today anyway. And I'd like to do that. I haven't talked to him in a while, and we were rapping a little bit on the internet deal, but I just can't type that well. So I'll probably try to get a hold of him. I know he's probably sleeping. I don't know. He said he sounded like he said he was his sleep had been disturbed, or and mine too. I don't know why, but all of a sudden I going to sleep at 7:30 at night, and then waking up at 2 in the morning, and having a hard time going back to sleep, and finally getting up at 4:30 or whatever. But since I came here, kind of I don't know, the ocean. I don't know, whatever it was, but I slept good the last few nights. That's good. Still have the van. I put it for sale later in the summer. Ah, cool. Because I know that I think you had said that you were gonna be spending more time here in Thailand. I think I could be wrong. If you guys want to find out for sure, you have to go to Robbie's channel. But um, yeah, because I don't know what that was. Um, Good day, Jack. But yeah, so been a great time here. The weather's been hot, but sometimes this time of year over here you can run into a little rain, which wouldn't bother me. I'm relaxing. Can't go in the pool, can't go in the ocean, but still having a good time, relaxing. And even when I'm driving around with the truck, and even if the kids want to go out, uh, in the evening time, as long as I can have the front of the truck, the doors locked and the windows up, they can sit in the back of the truck and do whatever they want. But I think they really want to go ATVing. Now, Sim went when she finished the deal month ago or whatever, or part of her college, and they all went. But I don't know if they checked into it or not. I have to ask my wife. They were checking into. For some reason, she's on a paintball kick, so she wants to see if they have paintball and then ATV. And she went, like I said, about a month ago with other teachers and stuff, and Chanbury or something, kind of close to her, hour and a half away or something from Bangkok. So yes, my goal is to be here full time, most likely late next year. Cool. It's a good plan. I know I like being here pretty much full time. I got to get back to the States. Hey, Kenny, Zumbit, how are you? You made it. Yeah, you did. I watched your video this morning. Um, I think a couple of people commented on your deal. I wouldn't. I wouldn't change a thing. I would do your videos the way you want to do it. Point as much as you want, do as much as you want. I think it's part of you. So I wouldn't. Just my 2 cents. But if you guys aren't subscribed, I can still do that on here, right? Yeah, there we go. Just there. I don't know. They went slow. I don't know why they put you know 4 to 6 inches um, of that dry pack. I don't know how they put tile on, in case anybody else is wondering what the hell I'm talking about. Um, in Kenny's video today, they started putting the tile in the. I think it was a living room, right? Um, but it seemed like, I don't know. Once they got it going and they had the front, the center part done, it seemed to me, I wasn't there like you are every day, but my uncle would send me pictures and stuff. It seemed like they started moving faster. I don't know if they already had their line set and now everything was set They don't have to worry about anything moving. I don't know. Seemed like they moved faster after they got a couple of rows going down the middle. I think the way that they did it is the way they did it in my house. They put it down the middle so that everything was even, which I think is the way to do it. And it sounds like you've laid way more tile than I have. So, and then I watched quite a few videos this morning. I woke up at what did I wake up at 5:15, something like that. But living room, that's what I thought. But yeah, I wouldn't change a thing, brother. um, some people it was fine to me either way, but it's a pain in the ass, isn't it? Trying to set up a tripod and moving around. I don't know. Seems like a pain in the ass, and I don't think I don't know. It was fine with me. So, but if you're thinking about building in Thailand and you want to watch some good videos, check out Kenny and Sumpit's um, channel. It's Paradise N Thailand. I'll put it up there again. Somebody's got moderator can put up the link. That would be awesome because I think it's he does a good job. He gets a little aggravated, which is normal. United States. I did the same thing. Um, it's a good video to watch. I think he does a really good job. There's my praise on Kenny. Doesn't feel natural. It feels natural the way you were doing it. I wouldn't worry about it. I would just do it that way, the way you like to do it. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it was a bad thing to try. I think whoever brought up that deal wasn't a bad thing to ask. But looking at it, I think just as good the other way. And like you said, it was a lot more natural. Natural. There's Jim. Hey, Jim. Meow. And I know that you guys are going on a journey soon too, on a different journey. What did I do here? But you guys will have a bunch of fun. I can't remember if actually I think he said it on both. But I know Daz is going too, and I think just you and Jim is my understanding. Uh, yeah, it doesn't feel natural. I agree. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Um, but I'd like to go. In fact, I was just talking to my wife right before we left on the trip here. I said we need to get a couple of the trips that we haven't went on that we've been talking about for a while. And that would be Laos and Cambodia because they're right stone's throw almost from us in Surin. Go and check those out for our short, excuse me, short trips of 4 days, which is going to include a Saturday and a Sunday. Um, and we were talking about maybe doing one of them with the kids while they're here because they're here all the way until I think the end of the month, maybe longer, and then they go back to school. Yes, yeah, that's what my understanding was. That ought to be fun, and that's one place I'd like to go to. And then I'd really like to go to Japan. I know Chuck was talking about that's where he really wanted to go instead of Vietnam. Well, I think he wanted to go both places, but uh, I'd like to go to Japan. But I'm one of those weirdos. I'm gonna be in the looking for the mud ponds on the up in the hills and the koi, where everybody else is probably going to want to see all the sights and the city. Excuse me, and all that kind of stuff, which would be okay. But I'd like to spend a few 2 or 3 days. It probably cost me a fortune because I would probably want to buy a couple of Japanese fish. Hey Ralph, how you doing? And I think Jake was the one that. And hello, Jamie, you still there? He sent me a picture of 3 packages. I have to go and maybe I can find out because Jake is a top-notch man. Uh, I I think very highly of him as well. Okay, let me see. It would have been online. I think there's Jake. There's all three. He said I could have doctor because I gave him handwritten. Could give me. So Ralph, you're one, and I know the one other one. is Logan. I think it's Logan Jamie. Let me look. Okay. Grays. And I'm gonna. Well, no, I won't. I was gonna say it. And Rob Little. Rob, you're probably asleep. But Ralph. Yeah, buffering. Yeah, no, it's this internet. I when I started the stream, I had said it's showing me my internet connection's not very good. So did you guys hear it was Ralph, Jamie, and Logan, and and Rob Little. So they should be in the mail. I don't know if you guys have gotten them yet, but they should be on their way. And thank you very much, Jake. In case you watch this back. Hey, Paul, how you doing? If you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Appreciate it. Thanks, Big Daddy. But yeah, he's just a. You haven't had a chance to meet Jake. You missed out on meeting one of the good ones. And then the party that we had and everything, um, everyone that there was stand up people. It was a good time, and hopefully we'll do that again. I'm gonna think maybe once or twice a year. I'm gonna leave it up to everybody else. See, now it's showing I got a little better signal. It could have been when I started to surf the surf the web to look who Jake was sending them to. Maybe I ate up part of the bandwidth. Hey JJ, how you doing? Glad you could make it. I appreciate it. Uh, Putting everything away. I just had my. I've got some footage. I flew. I'm in Koh Chang, and I'll put that on. I'll probably have 3 or 4 videos from here. I didn't put it into the first one. I might put a little bit and re-edit the 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 one that I just downloaded to the computer, and I'll probably put that out tomorrow. Just some getting here, nothing too exciting. The second and third ones probably be better, but I really like that drone, and I haven't even tapped any of the any of the stuff that the drone can do. There's a lot of stuff. There's a firmware update released for that. Really, I haven't updated it unless it does it by itself. But I haven't updated it in a while. I don't think I updated it when I first got it. That was it. What are you doing, wife? Where are the kids? House. No, I'm still live streaming. Probably another maybe 30 minutes. It's been 30 minutes. I already dropped out once. Stand up people. You have to consider doing. Yes, yes, for sure. And I talked about that a little while ago too, Jay. Um, Definitely going to probably Monday. I think. I know that Mitch had mentioned something to me, and I know Brock would probably. Like I said, Brock used to be on all the time, and then, but when he came to Thailand, which I don't blame him, um, he was on vacation, even though he's retired. He was on vacation. So at home, I think I get the same people, and like I said, every once in a while Chuck used to pop on, or Joe used to pop on, or James used to pop on. So we'll definitely be doing that. And then, like I said, what today we're gonna go back over to the other side of the island. Probably get some Parmesan cheese and a couple of things that I didn't get. Yellow mustard, although they have French's here, so I just borrowed that because I made a ham sandwich yesterday, and bought some of the homemade bread that they have in Big C. We were in Big C, and I bought. We got breakfast here every morning, so like I said, we're gonna go out probably one time because, like I said, it's gonna cost probably 5 or 6 thousand baht just to go out to eat dinner. It costs us like 2,000 baht just to eat lunch, a simple lunch, Thai lunch. So for 9 of us, so not that it's that big of a deal, but I laid out quite a bit of dough for to come here. So, and I think, like I said, over on that first video, if you've seen the other videos here of Serenity, the villas the same villas, except they're the ones up front, right in front of the pool, and same thing, plunge pool or jacuzzi on the roof. My wife said there's a big. I haven't even went up there yet. Big giant couch up there. It's the size of the whole villa, um, but it has a full kitchen in it. So I just don't see any reason except just to go out and have a good time, and that's what we'll do. But probably one, maybe twice, two dinners or something. And then we went yesterday and spent, what did we spend? 6,000 baht on. I bought a case of Spy though. I haven't drank any of that yet. But they bought a bunch of stuff, and then we ordered some crab. And I'm sure last time we were here with my mother-in-law, she found some of the fishermen, and once the fishermen found out that she was here and wanted to buy crap every morning, they were here with their catch of whatever they caught that early morning, night, whatever they fish. And my mother-in-law bought crab and a bunch of different stuff. So I think some shrimp. I don't remember, but we'll do that. That it's a good time. And like I said, the kids want to go on the ATVs, so we'll probably try to find out about that. This is our one big uh, um, vacation. I don't know. Is it still a vacation if you're retired? I don't know what you call it. It's still a vacation to me. Hey, Justin, it's been a good weekend. Sticky, sticky. Yeah, I don't know. It's been here on Coach. I want to say 30, 35 to 37. I didn't even, because I don't want to overtax this internet. But let me see what it says here. Do. Just give you a quick little update. Hopefully I don't. Hey Ted, how you doing? It says it's 31 here right now. 33 for a high, 28 for a low. It looks like 33 all the way through the next 5 or 6 days, at least until we're leaving. Pretty much the same thing, 33, 28. So can't. That isn't horrible. So what did you buy? Huh? Fruit? Oh, for Buddhists. Ah. All right, I guess my wife's going to worship. Okay, and the other thing was, let's see what gold has been going absolutely ape shit. So I think it was 41.3 the other day, and that's per bot. And I guess we decided a bot is about half an ounce. And it went down a little bit, 41,050. Let's see. But the to the dollar went up to 36.7. So again, I would think that if you were wanting to um, bring some money into Thailand, it wouldn't be a bad deal at 36.5 or 7, whatever I said. Hey, brother Ron, how are you? Hey, John, how are you? Full on the go. And then I know I saw Ted too. There's Ted. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I know you had. I missed your John's live stream this morning. Pull on the go. He's got good content. You guys should subscribe to him. If, a lot of stuff. Ex police. I think ex. Right? You're retired or no? Might still be in law enforcement. But good stuff. Gives you a lot of information about what the actual deal. I don't. I think like people. I think know little to nothing about law enforcement. Probably the same thing like they know about motorcycle clubs. Um, there's always something. A lot of the stuff is nothing information except for people want to know, and it's always, I guess, fun to hear as long as somebody's not giving away the farm. But he puts on a good stuff, and Scientology, because basically I think he's against Scientology is what I get. Um, Helping people that are have gotten tied up in there, and if I'm wrong, by all means, hop on John and tell me no, he's full of shit. But I know that a couple of donations and stuff for people that are trying to get away from that life, I think, and live. Am I right? Let me know if you haven't left already. Hey Gary, how you doing? Andy, how are you? Uh, yep, retired fully now. That's awesome, and I imagine you'll be. Still haven't had the pleasure of meeting John, but hopefully soon I will. But I believe that's what it is, right? Helping the people to get away from it. Anti. Okay. I want to make sure I don't give people the wrong deal. But he helps people go places. I didn't know that until you, and that's probably stuff that you are doing now that you're fully retired. Um, Going places, getting more involved with it, and he gets quite a few people. What, couple hundred on your live streams and stuff now. So good guy. Can't wait to have the pleasure of meeting him face to face. Very good. By all means, let me know. Hey Justin, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Hey, well, Pierre's here. Let's see. Good morning. Snorkeling on the neighbor's island. Morning trip on a speedboat. 10 people. Cool. Kids are reasonably good swimmers. That's good. The kids here are they're having a ball. Like I said, I got they have the free canoes or whatever the hell they are, and they were all out on them last night. And the father-in-law's throwing the net, and then he leaves the net out overnight and caught like just the body wise for crab like that and some small fish. So he's got a smile from ear to ear, and he they all do, man. You have to realize they uh, they came. The mother and father-in-law came for the first time last year, and they unbelievable. They couldn't believe that they had the ability to be able to go and do that. So that's why I wanted to bring the aunt and uncle, but the uncle wanted to work, so I got two of the boys. How old are they? The boys, baby? 15, 16? No, boys 15, 16, something like that. Okay, yeah, 15, 16. Good kids, like I said, but they have nothing. They don't have anything. But the Thai people are such gracious people. Um, it and we have the ability to help. And in case some people weren't, I keep you guys updated. My wife sent 10,000 baht to the school in Newbon. And what are they going to do with that, Noi? The 10,000 that we send to Ubon School, what do they need it for? Or what are they going to use it for? Fix the building. Okay, so they're going to repair some of the stuff there. So I keep you updated because some of that is the money that comes in on AdSense that goes to my wife, and some of it's us. So I just keep you updated because we're not going to, like I said, I'm not going to film big long things anymore or anything. You guys know where the money goes. If I keep, let's see, dealing with these idiots, maybe sooner. um, I don't know, man. I'll tell you the one thing: getting away from the United States, being here in Thailand, besides a very few of just idiots, um, stupid people, and being around stupid people is really nice, man. It's enjoyable. There's just, especially out in Isan. I mean, I'm sure if I was in Pattaya and I was close to Walking Street, or I was up and roaming around at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, I'd probably run into a lot of stupid people. But um, in Isan, it's nice. I enjoy myself. I think I get over excited about some shit. Like I'm really kind of pissed off at a lot of the people that are coming to Thailand and causing problems, hitting cops, kicking doctors. I mean, come on, don't come here. Go somewhere else. Stay in the United States or wherever you're from. Thank you, Andy. I appreciate it. You don't have to, but I appreciate it. But because it, like I said, I haven't really noticed it too much because it's just me, one Farang with like, 8 Thai people. So I'm not going to get. But I think the stuff that stupid people are doing here in Thailand is going to weigh heavy on the good Farang that are here. Wanting to help Thailand, wanting to be are honored and have nothing but admiration for the people here, just to be able to live here, and to help anybody. And you don't have to do much. And I'm talking about when you get here, you can do it yourself. You know, the grandma, trying to sell, 100 baht worth of stuff all day long on her tray, walking up and down the sois with, in 100-degree weather. Buy the tray for 100 baht. Cost you $3, and that lady will remember you forever. Forever. Uh, it's amazing too. I was really impressed by the Thai people. I remember you from 5 years ago when you first got here. You know, you did this and you bought that and you ate this, and it's just amazing. If you're gonna, I think more so for the people that are planning on eventually travel to Thailand quite a bit, eventually going to retire in Thailand, get back to Thailand. When you come, it doesn't have to be through me or anybody else. It I don't know. It makes me feel good. So, hey Maui, how you doing? Maui's gonna be gone for a long time. Flyer bus. Let's see. Be right back. Anytime, Andy. Hello, how are you? Um, I didn't get a chance to meet you when you were here either. Next time when you're here. Uh, my God, I'm sorry, I can't. Barber in Bangkok remembers me every time. Yeah, it's amazing, right? I mean, I'm kind of distinctive looking. A lot of people, wrong or maybe not, but they are. They remember everything. They remembered me and my wife when, uh, God, just something just recently that we went, and the people remembered us. My wife will remember what it is, but I'm old. She's young. Thank God I'm lucky. Right? Much cooler here. When are you coming back? August? I'm trying to think. You went in basically April, right? April, May, June, July, August, September. I think he said. I think you guys said 6 months, because I think that's what Bobby's doing too. I think I could read this better here. Yeah, I can. Life is going down the toilet when Dr. Phil and Jerry Springer make sense. Yeah, I don't read the news. I don't watch the news. All the stuff that I get comes from friends and friends and family in the United States. A little bit on Facebook, but not too much. And people that say stuff on here. Otherwise, I have no idea. But everybody in the States says you ought to be real happy, enjoy, stay in Thailand. There's no reason to come back to the U.S., which is kind of sad. But I have to go because I want to. Right after Labor Day. Okay, cool. And Robert Mack is here. And I know, Robert, you said you were gonna do a live stream. So if you want to put up in there when you're gonna do it and what time, Thai time and U.S. time, and whatever time you want to put, by all means, go ahead. Who did? Got her CPL license today. Really? Be back in July. Cool. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, I know Pierre's going on a long trip soon. Sid, we all get together and go for sea fishing trip before the year end or after the. I think it's going to be close to. Depends. It's probably going to depend a lot on me here on whether I can put it together, whether I go back to the U.S. In August, September, October, or whether I wait till after the first of the year. But probably going to be about that time, end of the year, in November, maybe, or January. So I will definitely keep you in the loop. Said I had an issue today, couldn't leave. We had a pack of wild dogs come. Yeah, and that's in the United States. You're talking, right? Up in the mountains. She's legal to carry now in the U.S. Oh, that's state by state, or is that nationwide? They would never give me anything like that. But is that state or is that uh, uh, USA? My blood pressure is better for it. Haven't watched. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would say. Yeah, it's good for quite a. Just coming to Thailand, is good for 20 points. I think just to Sabai, and like I said, these. I guess I haven't really checked any of the ages or any of the stuff that these idiots are doing. Um, if you're young and dumb and stupid, and I guess shit's gonna happen. It's just sad that they have to do it here in Thailand because, like I said, it's going to come back to bite us. Is the only bummer. Uh, they're just gonna. I don't blame the Thai people. They're going to look a little different. I mean, the whole time when the virus was here, they didn't like seeing white faces. I mean, that's the impression I got anyway. They thought that if you were Farang and you were in Isan, you just came from Bangkok and you've been infected for weeks, weeks and months. That was the pretty much their mentality, not and just the way they believe. They're scared. Man. But now with this, is this guy going to be an idiot or not an idiot? I don't know. I feel bad for people that because I think the Thai people are going to roll with the punches. I mean, if everything's going smoothly, they're going to go smoothly. If people are getting, you know, taken, I think what did the guy do? Take the gun away from the cop or did something? The other one with and this is all allegedly, I guess. I don't know. Um, but I think some of these people are getting deported and stuff, as they should. If you're going to do stupid shit, there's no reason to stay in Thailand. Go away. All right, let's see. What did I miss? In Missouri, okay. Uh, someone is feeding the bear, and that brings in all the hungry. Yeah, I don't miss the bears. Of course, if I was out in the middle of here, what would I be worrying about? Cats, right? Big cats, cobras, of course. I still haven't seen a cobra in Thailand. Been here, like I said, almost 6 years now, and I haven't seen a cobra. Seen little snakes in our yard, not a cobra. Um, Going home tomorrow. Sweet. I missed something that JJ was talking about. Sorry. Let's see what this says. I can read this. I always tell people I must go back to Thailand to heal and feel better. My Thai power heals my soul. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's like I said. There's really nothing horrible to say about the government. Um, the people. outstanding. I mean, anybody that says, "Oh, they're just horrible people." I mean, idiots and stupid people. But I mean, I don't even think even the stupid people would have a hard time getting those words out of their mouth. And I think I haven't got a chance to go to the Philippines or Cambodia or Laos, so I don't know what a lot of Southeast Asia is, but I would have to think they're on the same mentality, right? What the women think, what the men think. Um, maybe some of the governments are a little bit more extreme or whatever, but that's what I liked about Costa Rica. When I went to Costa Rica, there was a lady president. They don't have an army. I mean, they're pretty much neutral in everything. Um, I like that. But like I said, Costa Rica now is, I think, a little on the pricey side. And here I know that there's some people doing some traveling around. And I know Robert goes to Vietnam. There's some other places, I think, um, Sri Lanka, which I've never been to, um, and stuff like that. I heard I met a gentleman at that meetup uh, that was from there, and he's got a YouTube channel. And can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but there's a lot of places that you can live. There's no reason, because if you didn't plan for your retirement, which I pretty much didn't either, so don't feel like lone wolves. And the only thing that you've got really left, and I'm me lucky I have pensions and stuff, is your Social Security if you're from the United States, and your whole life let's say you never got married, or let's say you never had the inclination to buy anything. And I'm talking about property or a house or anything. And so pretty much you find yourself at 62 to 7 or whatever, being able to collect Social Security, and that's it. So even if you collect and you worked pretty much your whole life, you're going to be, like I said, you got to check and check around with what's better for you to collect at 62 or 67. There's a bunch of YouTube videos and a bunch of people a lot smarter than me that can educate you on why and stuff. But like I said, especially if you're a single man, can't really speak for the women too much. But if you're around that 2 grand, I think the magical number of pretty much doing anything you want is 25. 3 grand, I think you're on top of the world, ma. Pretty much. Now you're not going to chase 19-year-old women. You know, you're going to spend 3,000 on that a month. But to have a good life, uh, eat out pretty much as you want, doing pretty much as much traveling as you want, up at that 2,500 range, you can do that. 3,000 most definitely. Um, I know there's a lot of people up there that have done and haven't done one for 2024 yet. I don't know if I will or not, but uh, it just puts it in perspective. Like I said, all you really need to know is that you can get a 1 bedroom apartment here with air conditioning, furnished, ready to move in tomorrow for 200 and between 200 and $250. So once you've got that in your mind, you can pretty much extrapolate everything else that's going to go on. Your internet might cost you 25, $30. Your water is going to cost you $10. Your electricity might cost you on the high end $100. Um, uh, food and stuff. If you like Thai food and you want to eat street food, it costs you $5 a day to not have to buy anything. What I did when I first got here was ate chicken and masiman, all the curries and everything off the street. And then at home, if I woke up in the middle of the night and wanted Oreo cookies, I bought some Oreo cookies. I bought a couple of things of Mama Noodle deals if I was hungry for some reason. Maybe some, you know, crackers, little munchy deals. Because I love to cook, but when I go to grab everything to cook, it's like I'm cooking for 10, 15 people, and it's only me. So I end up throwing away the $100 that I spent, and I get one meal out of it. So for $5-6 a day, you can eat very well here in Thailand. So keep all that stuff in mind. That's pretty much your got to have your insurance. You got to pay for insurance, and you got to make sure that you have everything. If you've got friends that are Thai, or are you whatever, it's going to cost you basically $60, 1,900 baht for your visa, and then if you want to get a multiple entry, it's 3,800 more, or 19 each. So keep that in mind if you're going to travel. Um, some of the insurances is going to vary depending on your age and how bad your shape you're in. Unless you get lucky like me and marry a beautiful Thai lady that works for the government, and she just takes you onto her insurance. It makes it a little bit easier. But you can, like I said, with all that, keeping all that stuff in mind, you can have a really good life here. And I don't think it's really that far fetched to be in the 2 to 2,500 if you pretty much worked most of your life. Anybody in here that can chime in on that? By all means, you don't have to tell how much, but if you think that that's a realistic number, for sure. Our last electric bill was 1,900 baht. Water was 120. Yeah. The internet was 630 baht. Yeah, just cheap. Me, I'm on the. No one can go by me. My electric bills are now with the kids and 6, 8 people in the house and the pool, and even with the solar, I'm back up to 10,000, 9,000. But I was at 12, 14. So without them and me there, I save quite a bit. And once we get back, I'm going to meet up with him again. And we talked before we left for here to go over and bring the solar up to where it needs to be to get the most savings. I should be saving a lot more money, I guess is what I'm saying. But I don't think, let's see, what is JC, an excellent download minimum monthly water and sewer in this state, 80 USD every month. Yeah, I always paid outrageous electric bills in the U.S. I mean, even when you really think about it, you have a pool, you've got 2 ponds I have at my house going 24/7. But with the kids here, we got 6 people in the house running 3 to 4 air conditioners, so running 4 to 5 tons of air conditioning pretty much nonstop. And I think the bill was 10. So if we went off of that, and I'm doing this because of the United States. 10 divided by 36, $275. Is it a lot of money? All relative, right? I could say that a million times. But in the United States, I don't think I ever had a bill under $350, $400 on the low end. Most of my bills were 800, depending on what time of year. So not horrible. And then after, with it's just 4 of us, and with the solar and everything, it comes down to $110. So, like I said, if you know these numbers and you hear these numbers, you don't need to go and watch everybody that does. This is what it costs. Although I think it's a good deal to do. People watch people like the ones that do vlogging out in the traveling, like Chuck and Joe. They go in. Chuck always go when he goes into the market, sticks his camera out and takes pictures. You can see right there a video. Oh look, he just went by that coffee was $3. This was the chips were a buck and a half. You can pretty much in your mind, like I said, figure it out. It's not real difficult when you have your insurance, medical, your what you're going to do for your visa, however you're going to travel. Like I said, if you feel comfortable with 2 wheels and you live in outside of Pattaya or Bangkok, those are the 2 worst. If you're like a Nissan or whatever, and you feel comfortable, you can buy a scooter for You can buy a really nice secondhand scooter for about 22,000 divided by for $600. So once you got that down, and if you if you have enough money to put the 800 in there, you don't have to ever worry about what came in, what went out. You don't leave it there and let it go. So if you figured a little bit about retiring and you got a little bit of money, put it that way, your transportation, and take care of not worrying about your what you got to bring in each month. A lot of people talk about that too. Social Security will deposit in Thailand. You just have to do the paperwork. Um, the you then you're just figuring your gas and whatever little bit of insurance you're going to pay. I like to keep full coverage type stuff on anything that I'm driving, so I don't have to worry about nothing. But up to you. So you figure all that stuff, and I'm just off the top of my head, I have no idea. But I want to say you're in the you know $1,200 range U.S. dollars. So if you have two, you got another 800 baht, and that is just for like extra food, traveling, and that's just off my head. And that's if you're in the 2,500, you've got quite a bit of money uh, left. So, like I said, between 25 would be ideal. If you could manage that, I think you wouldn't have any problem unless you're 75. 70 is kind of the knockoff where you're going to have a little bit of trouble um, trying to get your insurance. Or if you do, it's going to cost you a little bit more. But once you get that taken care of, you can kind of work backwards. All comes back to those hardcore numbers, $200 for a one bedroom apartment. Um, and it's nice. Is it the best furniture in the world? No. Is it very acceptable for at least me? It was, yeah, no problem. And I could take my two suitcases, my backpack, and I was moved in. I was ready to go. Rolled right off the plane, right into where I was going to live. So it is feasible. Now you think about where you're at in the United States, okay, and I have to think about the Los Angeles area, and I would want to live in some place where I don't have to hear gunshots all night long. Maybe early in the evening, not so much later in the evening. You're going to pay what, $1,500 for a one bedroom apartment? Somebody let me know if I'm way off, but I think maybe more. Now, if you want to live in a place that you're going to hear gunshot all night long, maybe a stray bullet through the wall, maybe get hit in the shoulder. Just kidding. But maybe you pay $1,000. Okay, if you're on a $2,000 deal that leaves you 1,000, you haven't even no internet, no phone, no water, no electricity, no food, no insurance, no nothing. You're halfway through your money. So you obviously could tell. If I was a normal person, I would be in, and people here know me. Please don't come to Thailand. It's a horrible, horrible place because I don't want anybody here. I'm selfish. I want the people here because the Thai people need good Farang people here in the United States to meet maybe women, and that's another thing that like I said, after 30 years with this one, I thought my life was done at 62. Um, Never in a million years would I thought that I would meet this one over here. Um, I can go on and tell you how great my wife is and my family. You haven't heard that enough. But it is. You can, and you don't need to have $9 million. They want what's in your chest. They want a good man. Someone. Do they want to be taken care of? Sure. Like I said before, you'd have to be. Well, maybe they just want to be taken care of. Well, no shit. Don't you? I mean, if a woman came up and said, and you liked her and she was cute and you got along great and maybe love could develop down the road, and she's going to take you and buy you anything you want, what are you going to say? No? Come on, be realistic about it and don't be stupid about their tradition. If you come here and you meet somebody and my wife, her whole life was, I'm going to work my ass off. Why am I going to do that? Because I'm going to put my kids in private school. I'm going to take care of my mom and dad, my grandmother, my grandfather, all my elders. That's my job until I die. Okay. So if you come here and you say, oh, that's nice, but oh, you give your mom and dad 10,000 baht a month. That's so nice. But I want you to come travel with me, and I don't want to give you shit. You need to go back to whatever country you came from and decide what you want to do, because that's just stupidity again. It's just common sense that if you're going to ask this person to come with you and enjoy the life that you want, you want to go live because you're retired, you have to compensate what they're given to their family. Just normal deal. So anyway, how much stuff did I miss? Uh, Gotta go, guys. All right, Brock. Next, I'll probably do. I'm gonna go. It's been an hour. Um, I'm probably gonna do, maybe if I have nothing to do, because I can't go in the pool. I can't go in the ocean. So I might do one Wednesday morning and Friday morning, and then that following Monday after I get back, maybe we'll get Brock. Keep that in mind. Anybody else that wants to come in, and we'll split up and get 4, 6, 8, whatever we want to, and rap about maybe this. I think it's a big deal that people really know that they can have a life here. So hopefully I didn't miss too much. It's Sizzler meetup. There you go. This band of brothers is amazing. Yeah, I agree, Jay. I have nothing but good things to say about all you guys and gals that are on this YouTube channel. You guys are freaking awesome. I'm gonna play the outro here that Richard of Richard Travels did for me for free, in case you didn't know that. You're virginal. And if you're not subscribed and you're still watching, don't have to comment, don't have to do anything. Watch it when you feel like doing it. Do it. If I don't know something, somebody else will know something. Here's the disclaimer. No matter what YouTuber you're talking to, take everything with a grain of salt. Always check with the government on anything that's said, but at least you'll get pointed in the right direction. We have a good bunch of people here, and we have an awesome time. So I'm going to go here, come down here, because I don't have my mouse, so it's a pain in the ass. Go to my new outro. Thanks, everybody. Have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're at. And I'll catch you on the next one, hopefully Wednesday morning. See you guys later.